Lubbock Young Republicans are clarifying a social media post tonight after it sparked controversy over the weekend. The group posted this photo to Facebook after some of its members went door knocking yesterday. The caption included a phrase that critics said is a colloquial reference to a racial slur. The post earned backlash, including from the Lubbock County Democratic Party. The Democratic Party released a statement condemning the post, calling the caption offensive and racist. Jordan Kirk, a member of the Lubbock Young Republicans, sent KCBD this statement today. He said the term is campaign shorthand for a strong Republican voter. His statement says, quote, "It was not a racial reference." When the organization saw the caption was being interpreted differently, Kirk says they removed the post. His full statement, along with a link to the Democratic Party statement, is at kcbd.com.